outcome. I haven't hit it already, still working, I'm still learning, I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it. I'll be popping off and hit your ass, dropping all your shit. Yeah, I promise this, I got promises, you ain't stopping this. Cross my shit, you'll be knocked unconscious, bitch. That's the consequence, I got this, I will not quit. Man, I'm on it, honest, I'm gon' launch quick, then I'm gone. It's just a matter of time before I'm over the climb and moving under my prime. Just quit my 9 to 5, I'm rocking, and they watching, cause it's shocking. Dropping all these top 10 songs, no stopping. It's time to live my life, it's time to live, not die. Wish I could slow down time.
What is micro reanimation? A deck that focuses on not reanimating super powerful and big targets, but gaining value through a lot of small micro reanimation, as the name says already, to overcome your opponent and finish it out through different win conditions. For example, in this case, like the Birdman, because some people requested a build around Birdman that I didn't want to make this typical Dimir, I draw cards, discard card stuff. I wanted to do something special for you, so you have something to enjoy. And I believe this deck is especially something where you will have fun with, because it has a good win rate. It's not something that is super high in the 60s or 70s, but it has above 50%, I would say 56-57% win rate, but it has a lot of planning and a lot of strategic discarding and drawing cards in the deck to just overcome your opponent, because we have a lot of sources of it, and let's check out shortly which ones. First off, I want to talk about this 2 mana 3/1 Fleeting Spirit, a creature that is able to discard without investing mana into it on opponent's turn, but also on your turn, and this allows us to create a lot of birds, because we suddenly start discarding our own stuff that we can later maybe also reanimate in the following turn to create more tokens and make them bigger. I ordered it a little bit easier for you, so on the right side now you see all the discard possibilities that we have to just trigger our Ravenman, with also Raffine 4 copies of, because Connive is also a discard ability, but also 4 copies of Restoration of Eiganjo, because there is a super neat synergy. If you play turn 2, for example, your Birdman, turn 3, opponent removes the Birdman, we can discard a land, return the Ravenman, and then because we discarded a card in this turn, Ravenman automatically will create a bird token that is usually super powerful turn for us. With Body Launderer we have the same possibilities with Connive, because we can Connive whenever a non-token creature dies, and we are happy if our creature dying because we can reanimate them for extra value. And also on top he reanimates something else, for example like our Serra Paragon, our one of the strongest reanimation spells, but also our Hero of the Dunes. I told you already I like this card a lot, and this card has a lot of value in this deck because it makes all the tokens much bigger, and also our bird tokens are suddenly 2/1s or maybe 3/1s or maybe something bigger, because we also run 4 copies of Wedding Announcement. The rest you see it is to draw our cards, to be evasive, to finish out a game in the air if opponent has a wider board on the floor, for example soldiers, but also to interact with our opponent, because opponents play Sheldred. We don't like to have Sheldred on the board because we have a lot of card draw, we have a lot of possibilities to drawing cards with conniving, with creatures, with ETB abilities. This is why I run 3 copies of Rite of Oblivion. You can count it in as a 6 times removal, because it has flashback for 4, so we can exile any permanent except a land on the board. Altogether we run 25 lands because we want to have our curves, and the strongest curve for us is turn 5. This is why you're gonna see it in the gameplay. It's really impactful. I recommend you to check out the gameplay, because the gameplay is a really more informative and more educative gameplay, but also with some really fun moments. I hope you will enjoy it. With this being said, let's go straight there. Welcome everybody to Micro Reanimation deck. I hope you understood how it works, and if not, check out this gameplay part. It definitely will help you to understand how it works. And by the way, fancy lands. And we didn't draw another land, but I'm sure that Raffine Informant will do that for us. And here it goes. Well, next turn we're gonna play the Overseer, so we can discard another Raffine Informant. Opponent on Azorius control, and this is my least favorite deck to play against, because Azorius control has Farewell. Oh no, it's Azorius Soldiers. Actually good, because this allows me now to resolve my Wedding Announcement. Bloop. And let's see if turn 4 we can find a black source for our Hero of the Dunes. I told you I love this card and I want to build something, and some of my German followers asked me to build something around Birdman, and this deck I had for a while, made some additions here and there, and let's see if we can maybe filter out this way a black source, because Raffine Still no black source. So let's go with Raffine. Still no black source. Wow. Not even a single land. Let's see if we're gonna draw it like this with our wedding announcement. Because I want next turn to reanimate. Yes! Content, content, keep and content. Draw from the game. Game is like, bro, make it and break it. And I say, okay. And this is okay. As long as we can trade, we will trade with everything. Why? Because we can reanimate everything. We have so much reanimation spells. For example, here, the Body Launderer too. That it's just abnormal how much things we can... No, opponent, don't do it! This anti-hater opponent. It's literally a hater opponent. Wow. Why he needs to have counterspells? Play your basic Azorius soldiers and be happy with it. No, he needs to run counterspells, right? And for sure he runs also things like Wandering Emperor because he don't play Talia on turn 2. Game. No, don't tap my black source. If I draw now a black source, I can play my thingy, Boombi. Or I could have played the thingy, Boombi. Opponent with 4 mana, Wandering Emperor maybe. No? Okay. Let's go with Serra Paragon and let's see if he has Make Disappear. No, he doesn't. Okay. Jesus, game. Why do I need to have a counterspell opponent? Calm down, everything is alright. Okay, this shows me maybe the... Scheiße. Maintenance soon. Let's see if I can... What time is it? 12 something. So let's hope that I can... Actually, okay. Birdman action. Stop tapping like this game! What the hell? What is with this auto tapper? Today they're like, ooh! Why I play this? Because I wanna create birds. Oh, you can go. And is there something that is dangerous for me? 1, 2, 3. Not really. I want to make some damage, I want to make some action. My opponent can block 1 effectively and the rest needs to trade. So this is okay. My micro reanimation is doing what it should do, except that auto tapper don't like... We would have been a turn ahead because we would have also played the Birdman a turn earlier. But here, bam, flying tokens, wow. Veteran, sure, still no effective attacks. From my opponent, 3 mana open. Don't know what there is for 3 mana, but we can top the... Eiganjo, huh? Bro, but you're dead next turn. It's okay. Maybe. Okay. But now he cannot play Eiganjo. That's interesting. Let me see what I draw. Uno. A land, okay. Let's play the land, and for 5 mana I can... I mean, I can also exile something, right? If I want to. I don't. Let's play Overseer too. See what we draw for 2. Another Raffine is fine. And Birdman doing its job. Birdman doing its job. Sure, let's go like this. I think this is a more value play. And then let's go 1, 2. If he gives everything flying, 3. Okay. Can replay Birdman next turn, even if I discard it, it doesn't matter. I want to reduce the amount of stuff my opponent can do, and if he gives everything flying next turn, it will be painful. 3... 2... 2, 2. 2, 2 is okay. okay? Because what I don't like against soldiers is they can win out of nowhere, right? And this is something I don't want to happen. This is why we're gonna play it like this. And see, my opponent attacks for 3. I say no. Should we bait out his... No, thank you. Bait out his Eiganjo. Sanctum? Okay. 4 mana. He can play something else for 1 mana. No, he doesn't. Okay. Good. Then let's play first. What do we play first? Draw a card? Yeah. Let's draw a card. Stop tapping my Black Sources game! What is wrong with it? What is wrong with it? And if he plays Eiganjo where? Right, attack 1, 2, 3, hit kills one of them, right? 6 damage comes through. Yeah, I can do that. Let's remove the flying blocker by sacrificing our companion, gaining some life. So here Eiganjo on one of the overseers. Right? We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This is not Eiganjo. Let's go fast next because the servers are going down. And here we are on the draw against basic styles, and I like this hand. Server seems to work as long as it's working. Then if it doesn't work, then the video will most likely end. Opponent again on Azorius. I hate you, bro. Oh, this is a turn 4. This is a good turn 4. This is why let's play you on turn 2. This is a very good turn 4 because you can instantly pop birdies. Keeper, okay. Pop birdies and then with Hero of Dunes pump everything. And this is really explosive turn. A really, let's say, game decisive turn for us. And turn 5 is usually where we really pop off and start doing things, right? Be it with Body Launderer, be it with something else, Ravenman, who cares? Next turn we're gonna play something else. Sure, give it to me, my friend, give it. In this case, the Ravenman needs to go, I believe. Because we can cast it out of the graveyard with 0 cost, right? Let's go forward and let's see what my opponent want to do here. You are Azorius artifacts. That's cool. Definitely cool. So I underestimate my opponent a little bit. Or let's say, thought wrong. I thought this is the basic thing in control. We can discard the Ravenman and put the Ravenman for free there. And because we discarded something, Ravenman is gonna pop. This is why we're gonna do you. We're gonna attack. Let's see if we can attack. Because I want him to get rid of the token, that the token cannot do the prototype stuff, right? Yeah. Okay. Then in this case, let's do it like this. Exiling you. Sacrificing you. And playing Raffine, because Raffine is fine. Cycling, if it's another land. I mean, 3 toughness doesn't bring anything to the board. This is why let's discard the land. Create a birdie. Should have discarded the specialist, huh? Should have discarded the specialist, bring specialist back with hero, specialist bring something else back. This is what I should have done. Don't make my mistakes. Learn out of it. Learn. We all learn of it, and this deck requires some planning ahead, and this is what I think makes this deck a little bit more unique, a little bit more interesting to play. This is why we're gonna see what my opponent can do from here. A little bit annoying that I could not do that, but sure. Should have the scheiße. Yeah, I should have discarded specialist. The Burnman creates a token. Next turn, Dune Master into the specialist. Specialist brings something else, and voila, we have a huge board. This way, maybe even a game winning or losing play. Wither like completed, okay. No blocks. So and let's go with the specialist, because next turn Arch thingy will be also 4/4. Specialist bring back the Spirited. Spirited gonna draw a card. This is a waiting announcement, okay. Let's go play you, and let's go play the Spirited. And the Arch deck of Restoration is a really annoying creature for my opponent to deal with, because it has 3 power and toughness. This is why. And I'm not gonna attack with ground creatures, because this will trigger the Wither Light completed. It's redraw card, another waiting announcement, okay. Not what I was hoping for, but it's okay. It's okay. I wanted to have maybe some alternative discard possibility. So let's go with our birdie in. I don't know, basic style, don't want to play anymore, or he disconnected. Seems like he plays also more jankier version, so I think he likes what he sees here with micro reanimation. But to sit a little bit straight. And basic style, sweet. Wir haben keine Zeit. Wir haben keine Zeit. We don't have time for this, let's go next. 2 ticks, 2 wins. And here we are with the keeper on to draw against 62101575540. An aggro deck. And Kumanov's Kakazan is a terrible draw. I heard something screaming. I thought it was maybe my daughter, because she's sleeping in the next room. But I think it's somebody from outside. Okie dokie. So, Kumano faces Kakazan, huh? Oof, Jesus, this is a super aggro start. A super aggressive start. We cannot block. I think this will be a loss, because I don't see here a chance to do anything else. Let's play waiting announcement. Like, what you gonna do here? What you gonna do? Mono red on the play with a perfect curve Kumano into 3 damage, 3 toughness, into a Squee who produces a tokens every turn. What you gonna do? And here follow up with another haste creature. My friends, this is a good game. Good game for us. So this is what I would done first, dealing with Kumano faces Kakazan. But no chance. No chance. Let's go next. And here we are on the draw again against Verney, and this hand is not a keeper on the draw. We need a 2-drop, and this is a keeper on the draw. Yeah, Body Launderer can go. This is not something we want to have in our opening hand. This is why bye-bye. We want to have this sort of things. Turn 2, turn 3, doing things, making stuff. This is definitely something we are planning to do. Another Azorius opponent. Azorius artifacts, maybe? Maybe. Let's play Raffine, because Raffine is always fine. A land. We can ditch the land. No need to play the land. I'm not sure who is me. I think outside some kids are playing. Let's play Vading Announcement, I would say, and chill. Let's see what my opponent has to offer. I'm sure my opponent has some sort of control tools. And he can play already with Urza his artifact for 5 mana, because Urza reduces the cost of artifacts. He can also make Search Engine attackable. Okay. Urza could have attack too, but I think my opponent is looking into doing other things, so let's do it like this. Because this way we can reanimate our Birdman and instantly create a token and then have maybe a powerful turn 5, where, as I said, a lot of things are happening. My opponent is now on turn 5. My opponent keeps on attacking for 5. This is definitely something I don't want to see. Let's discard a Birdie Man. Let's return the Birdie Man. Let's play you. And let's attack with 2. Wandering Emperor, maybe? Maybe? I want to draw a card with Vading Announcement. This is why I attacked with both. Okay, let's create a birdie and let's draw an extra card. Another Eiganjo is good. And next turn we can already make something really big. Ooh, my opponent goes strong here. Maybe already also Portal to Pyrexia if I see it right. 3, 6, 7, 8. Yes, he can play already Portal to Pyrexia. Let's Eiganjo you, and this will also create me a token, bird token. Opponent invests a lot of mana, this is good. This is definitely something good. A lot of card draws and create another birdie, and here is our explosive turn 5, or in this case this is a turn 6. We don't have maybe much to interact here, but we have a lot of things to do, or much to take. We can attack for a bunch. My opponent can or take a token or take maybe something else. I'm fine with trading with my Birdman, because now we don't have anything to really be effective against it. And let's see, there's a lot of damage, and even Portal to Pyrexia will not be impactful enough, I think, because I can sacrifice my tokens. Okay. So goes down to 4, and let's see if we can carry this game home. Let's do that. How unlucky is that? We cannot carry it home this turn, but maybe next one. Let's see. We have a lot of reanimation possibilities. So we just need to see what my opponent has to offer here next. For 4 mana theoretically, another Urza, okay. So this is currently 3 damage in the air. Currently. Let's see first what we're gonna draw from our Overseer. Because this is 4 mana. Right. It's actually not bad, but he still cannot melt next turn. So let's go with Restoration, as long as we can play it, because you know, my opponent runs blue, and if you run blue, it can always happen that the opponent says, hey, I have a counter spell. it's not something we want to do. Oh, destroy evil, nice. Okay, so my opponent has some nice interactions here. Nice removal spells. And let's see... Good, very good. Can go on Lord Urza. Not interested to block the Lord Urza. Gaining some life. Cool deck, definitely. Okay. Let's draw a card from our artifact that my opponent provided to us. Are you a good draw? Don't think that this is a good draw, this is why let's deal with Overseer, with the steel thingy. And Eiganjo can deal with Urza if he attacks next turn, most likely he will. Most likely he will do that. And we're gonna see after that if we can take over the whole situation here with our Serra. Man, huh? I suspect after Serra is played, I suspect my opponent gonna play a sweeper. This is why what I'm gonna do is to play the Restoration because it's a long-term more value for me. Yes, you see? So it's a long-term better value and more value, definitely. But because my opponent played it this way, I believe I have the freedom to play Ravenman because it means my opponent don't has anything sweeperish, right now at least, or he top decks something, right? Like Farewell and destroys everything. Can also be. So it was a really good exchange of punches. Portal to Phyrexian, obviously. Sacrificing is not a thingy that I wanted to draw, but sure. Then let's go with what? Ravenman? A Raffine. Ravenman will be more value over long term. So let's go with Ravenman. Then can I draw a card of it and still deal with the Pyrexia? Oh, I do. I actually do. Wow, that's a really good draw here. Raffine is a really good draw, really fine draw. And we deal with Portal to Pyrexia with our Raffine, because Raffine is fine. Creating a bird token, and this is 5 damage. Next turn with a little bit of luck, even more if we top deck our Dune Master. Okay. And Senestus, okay. Let's see. Don't forget I also can force my opponent to discard a card now with the Birdman. Because Birdman is a Birdman. Birdman Show. First I thought to call this deck Birdman Show. How consistent this was working. But then I thought Micro Reanimation sounds better, right? Opponent discarded a card, this is why if I top deck right... Celestus is a cool idea, huh? Maybe Celestus is also interesting in this deck. Consider to add Celestus to it. It's maybe not like instant impact on something. Okay, let's force my opponent to discard the thingy that he has in the hand. Depopulate, okay. Let's attack. For 2, and let's play our Spirited to see what we draw. Oof, 1 turn earlier! Ooh, if I would have draw first, I could have won. But we win anyways. We win anyways, my friends. Should we make another one? Let me check fast. And here we are, against Urvok Quattro, and we're gonna see with this opening hand going first, I'm confident because I believe Ravenman gonna die. And this will not be a biggie because Restoration of Eiganjo gonna hit the board next turn, discard, reanimate, create a token, right? It's always really nice. Here we go for throat. We say thank you my friend, thank you my opponent, playing Restoration of Eiganjo, gaining the value back. So as long as my opponent is dealing with all my little stuff, I'm okay with it, right? I'm okay. 3 mana, Fable of the Shiki-Briki. Let's discard the land. Getting back to Ravenman. Playing the 4th land. And creating multiple tokens. Right? Yeah. Because next turn, multiple tokens. Oh, okay. Let's see if my opponent also maybe draws Sheoldred, because Rite of Oblivion is great against Sheoldred. Pass. Opponent attacks. Maybe also Invoke Despair, so consideration. Gonna deal with a token. Don't need a token. And this will create me a bird token too, if my Ravenman stays alive. Or my opponent has some interaction. Soul transfer, okay, sure. Returning thingy has 2 mana open, and we're gonna create. Okay. So opponent is a basic mid-range deck. Let's attack it. And let's. And he got already the value that he wanted. Let's end the turn. He got the value out of the Fable, he got the value out of Bloodtide Harvester. He cannot really attack good because Architect of Restoration is a thing. And Invoke Despair, Creature, Artifact, sure. Creature, Artifact, and 1 damage. In this case I just want to prevent my opponent from drawing million cards. And here we're gonna kill the Bloodtide Harvester, playing another thingy and pass. I want to Takuma into the next turn because here this way he will create Bloodtide Harvester stuff. Great. Invoke into Invoke. Who doesn't love it? Who doesn't like it? Pass. Attack, sure, take 2 damage. Cycle, and let's see if we can hit some reanimation stuff to snowball everything. Okay. Let's play the Ravenman. And our hits is not good. Ravenman is. You don't want to have so many Ravenmans, you want to have more card selection, card draws, and so on and so further, but in this case, opponent, what you gonna do, right? What you gonna do? What you gonna do if he come for you? And still my opponent didn't hit the Sheoldred. 2 mana for my opponent, and we are down to 8. Opponent can play Underdog, yes, he does, sorry. Yeah, this is a good game, most likely. Because there is no chance he cannot find this last damage. This is 6, yeah, 8. It's good game. Yeah, this is how it can go. This is definitely our last game, and let me tell you something. This is a super fun deck, a super interesting deck to play, especially if you draw a little bit better, like we did in our previous games, where we can hold up against a lot of different archetypes and a lot of different deck ideas. This is why I will definitely recommend to craft it, but with the warning that this deck will not win as good as some of my other decks do. Do I think this is an interesting or cool deck to play? Yes, definitely. You have a lot of stuff where you need to plan ahead, and you see we are slightly positive. We started at 0, now we fall down to 1, but as I said, very unlucky draws, and very powerful draws from my opponent. But yeah, on this spot, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. And I wish you a great day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Ciao.